We're live in the garage. Got what I needed. Not for this. Not for this. But for this. The never ridden EX500. That will be changed shortly. All right. Well, today's agenda is going to be getting the fork seals replaced. And the fork seals go on the EX500. And those forks. Trying to see if I can figure out a decent camera position. Why not go to the broomstick cam? Everyone's favorite cam.
As an owner of Vulcan goggles,
already with the commercials, huh? Okay.
But I have no idea how to make slick social media.
Oh crap!
To sell it.
My GoDaddy Hero uses AI not only to create social content out of thin air.
Forgot. I sold something on eBay. Something else. Sold something to the same guy that I sold the gas tanks to. And the thing that I sold to him, which I probably don't really need, this backwards, since the camera is reversed, Harley Fun piggy bank. The same guy bought this off me for 15 bucks. And it's got my Born Free passes in it and my Moon Eyes bandana. So these are not going with the piggy bank. But I wish he would have told me that he wanted that before, because I would have just sent it in the same box and essentially got to ship it for free. But whatever. I will actually just leave this over here so I don't forget about it. And let me actually change this playlist. Let's see. Space Wave. Let's see, mixtapes. Oops. All right, we'll try this one. All right. So today I'm going to replace the fork seals on the EX500 and hopefully get the forks back on there. Then I can start moving it out of the dang way. It's been in the dang way. I also at some point have to attempt to clean this place up a little bit. This is getting a little bit out of hand. I have such a limited amount of space now to do anything that I'm having to play Tetris and constantly squirrel things away in order to have room to do stuff. So I'm kind of getting sick of it, and I'm gonna figure something out. This helmet has literally been sitting here for like since I bought it. And the same thing with these tubs of Legos. I need to freaking get rid of that stuff. Gotta return this dang clutch cable. Also, I got a bunch of parts coming in soon, so I will have plenty of things to fiddle with. I got the clutch cable for the pit bike. That is gonna be here in, I think, 2 days. Dang it. Yeah, I got the clutch cable coming in. So I will be able to get the pit bike running a little bit better and be able to tune it and actually test ride it. I also have the BMW KS 1100 LT. I'm just going to call it the BMW from now on. I'm sick of saying all that. BMW KS. Whatever. I also have that fuel pump coming in supposedly tomorrow. So go to put that bike together, get that bike running. I'm buying some vinegar tomorrow so I can fill up the fuel tanks with it. I have like 5 gas tanks I need to fill with vinegar. We're going to have a salt and vinegar chip party. All the vinegar I'm getting. Fill those all up and get all the rest out of there, hopefully. And, oh man, ET has just been chilling down here in the depths of hell for a while. And he's just been smiling about it the entire time. You guys think he deserves a little hat? Yeah, so I will be able to... He freaking loves it. Be able to get those bikes running. And then, I don't know, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the CB750. Because I have to get the front brake caliper. But after that, I might have to take the engine apart, which would be pretty intense. I've never taken apart a C750. The only engine that I've taken apart so far, as far as motorcycles, is a 2000s Honda Shadow 750 and the Yamaha Roadstar 1600. Those are the only two that I've completely taken apart. And I didn't even rebuild the Honda Shadow. I just took it apart and then basically got rid of the engine. Swapped out the engine for a used one. But the Roadstar, I did completely split the cases and everything and reassembled it, and I still ride it around. So, but yeah, 4-cylinder CB750. I have no idea. Never even thought about it. So that'll be crazy if I have to do that. I'm sure it'll be interesting. Okay, get a little bit of this debris out of the way, and then I can get to working on the fork tubes. Something weird that I came across. I mean, I was getting information online saying to use 10W20 oil for the fork tubes for Kawasaki Ninja, which is like 10W20. That's weird. Didn't seem right. I looked up online. They were saying, yeah, that is a thing. I had no idea. I didn't know there was like any oil for forks or for suspension, but I guess so. Bought this fog machine. Used it about 2 times. Got to figure out some use for it. Maybe I could make some sort of a dragon type thing to stick out front, something like that. I saw a thing I was very tempted to buy on Facebook Marketplace today. It was a giant Halloween display, big old motorcycle with a Grim Reaper on it, and he does wheelies, and if you hook up a fog machine to the exhaust pipes, it will obviously shoot fog out of the exhaust, which is pretty sick. So kind of want to buy it. $150. I'm tempted, but considering that I just essentially got a BMW motorcycle for $100, kind of iffy about buying a prop motorcycle for more than that. I couldn't even I can't even ride the Halloween decoration around. What's the point in that? I could ride the actual motorcycle around. Yeah, when I get the BMW running, which I'm hoping I'll get it running tomorrow. I'm gonna strap the phone on the handlebars and go ride it live. It's gonna be my new thing. I took this CB750 out live with you guys last time, and that was pretty dang sketchy. I almost ate crap. And I actually watched the video footage of it this morning. I was laughing, watching my this concerned look on my face. It's pretty entertaining. Actually, I'll leave this on here. The temporary gas tank on the CB750. What is that, an iPod cord? An original iPod cord stuck on the kickstand? Okay. Someone's been using a first generation iPod in here. Oh, good. This bag of tools is ripping open. Got it. I'll be glad to finally get this Kawasaki Ninja off the kickstand, or off the motorcycle jack that it's been sitting on. Oh crap. I forgot. Uh-oh. What the heck, dude? What kind of music is this? I'm not... How about Speed World Racing? That sounds way better. I didn't realize this thing is all freaking jacked up. This is for the BMW. That's for the fuel pump.
You decide.
All right, this sounds better. Oh yeah. I think if I just play this song loud enough, the motorcycle will fix itself. I'm kind of stuck right now in my mind. I have not had a chance to really film this week for the video that I normally release once a week. And I have a stockpile of swap meet videos, which I'm kind of getting bored of putting together. So, I'm kind of thinking maybe trying to film a regular video and then also do a live stream at the same time. And you guys could see the director's cut of me trying to film a video. And maybe it will be when I work on like 5 different bikes at once. Maybe I'll challenge myself and see how many motorcycles I can get started in one live stream. I think it would probably only be I could probably get the Kawasaki Vulcan running and the BMW running. That'd be cool. 2 different motorcycles. See if I can get them running in one live stream. Maybe it'll be a 17-hour live stream. All right, so I've already taken apart one of the forks for the EX500. I already know I'm gonna run into trouble because when I bought the fork seal tool, all the reviews online were like, it didn't fit, I had to file it down. And then I got it anticipating it wasn't gonna fit, and sure enough, it did not fit. So, I'm sure I'll have to modify it a little bit, and that's okay. But while I'm doing this, I am going to just go ahead and try and throw down some cardboard because I think it's going to get fairly... Oh, look at that. Would you just look at it? Look, it just like fell out. This gigantic Harley Davidson cardboard sign that a customer at work just gave me. See? If you're into motorcycles or whatever you're into, just start talking about it all the time with people at work. Customers, just tell them all about it, how much you like it. And I have had so many customers come up to me and be like, hey, dude, you always talk about motorcycles. Here's this. I grabbed it. I was like, dude. And sometimes it's really sick stuff. See? You just gotta start being nice to people. Then they're nice back. And everybody's nice. Huh? Anybody want to be nice? Better start being nice. What else? This is the part where I slice my foot off with a razor blade. Yesterday, I was sitting at my computer, not paying attention, as usual. And I was trying to grab my magnet for my mic. It was stuck on something, and I was like, what the heck is it stuck on? And I was just staring at the screen, trying to move the magnet away from it. It was one of these. It dug right into my thumb, like super easily, surprisingly easily. And it was such a clean cut, it just didn't even bleed. And I just like looked at it real carefully, tried not to move too much, and it didn't even split open really until today while I was at work. I grabbed something and it split open perfectly. And yeah, that was funny. I was like, oh, dude, better pay attention next time. You just grabbed a razor blade full force. Like trying to grip a super strong little magnet off of it. Smarty pants. All right, so I have the Maxima fork oil. This is 10 weight. Okay, if you guys are working on a 1987 to 1993 Kawasaki EX500 slash GPC 500S. Okay, I know there's probably about, it looks like 14 people out there working on the same bike right now. If you guys are working on this bike and you're replacing the fork oil, which I'm sure you probably are, it's probably why you're here, then you will, that's something to note down. It's 10 weight. Okay, so let me get this kind of set up. Actually, I think the best policy is just to get you guys closer in so you can see when I mess something up, because I usually mess things up pretty easily. Use my children's clothing as rags, and hopefully nobody notices when they are gone. Don't tell. It's my son's favorite pajamas, his Batman pajamas. Sorry, buddy. This for the cause. This has just magically become the new home of the Sportster tank, I guess. So like, things just migrate into a spot in the garage and then they just live there for like 7 months. Courtney, on the other hand, she does not stay in one place at all. She's basically on every live stream, monitoring, making sure that I'm not doing anything stupid or anything like that. So, all right. So let me just stop floundering and start messing with the bike. I was actually very excited to get this fork oil. So I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. Ooh, yay. There's some sort of, I don't know, silicone in there or something? Weird. Story of this bike, the Kawasaki EX500. Probably about 8 years ago, I set up a ride.
They asked me, and I'm going to share the recipe I used to lose.
I just posted it on a Facebook group.
Okay, first you're going to
San Diego Motorcycle Riders. Hold up, let me
put it in a glass.
let me get this
Now, you're going to add
insane fake AI stupid ad off there. All right. I set up a after Christmas special ride. It was the day after Christmas. I was all hyped up about Christmas as usual. I love Christmas. Set up a ride, just saying, hey, anybody wants to come out? Like 20 people came out. And Michelle, my friend now, she was one of the girls that came out and she was riding, I think she was riding this bike. Yeah, these seals are super crunchy. Like they are most likely the original ones, and I can't even crush it. Once I get the new ones on, I confirm that they're the right ones. I will see how crunchy the old ones are. with some sort of destructive device or methods. I have a press. It is pretty scary to use, so I might be able to use that. Watch, I didn't get the right ones. Oh no. Gosh. Dimmer. What the heck, man? If you ever dang it. Burnt out. Maybe it is. No, there's no way. Isn't that freaking my luck? Or something went wrong right off the bat. Yeah, there's no way that's the right one. Stupid Amazon. This is like the 10th time I bought something off there. I'm about to be done buying things on Amazon. This is like, yes, it will 1000% fit your motorcycle. Don't even look twice at it. Stop thinking about it. Just press the buy it now button, you idiot. Give us the money, and you have exactly 30 seconds from opening the package to return it back to Whole Foods, or else we are not going to accept your return. That's how Amazon acts. It's like, oh, whoops, your Amazon driver couldn't find your house, and now your package is going to be there in 7 weeks. But then when you want to return something, they're like, you better return, give it back now. I'm serious. Don't even look at it again. You better. Something I noticed, it's pretty crazy. Amazon straight up opens the packages now and inspects every little hair on the Barbie doll that you're returning to make sure that it is like not frayed. Because if it is, they're going to send you a partial refund and they will not tell you about it. They'll just freaking slip that crap in there. Okay, well, I guess the freaking luck of the Irish is here. I'm just going to say that because I'm part Irish. And the freaking fork seals aren't the right ones, of course. So, great. Let's see. I guess I could just pick out one of the other motorcycles to work on. How about the Kawasaki Vulcan? Should I do that one? See if I can get that thing close to running. I think I could probably technically get it running. Okay. Well, I guess the Kawasaki Vulcan mix came on for a reason. This is my mix for working on the Kawasaki Vulcans. So, it's fitting. All right. Crap. All right, now I gotta freaking order that too. What the heck? And my wife bought me these seals for my birthday, like freaking at the end of July. You think that Amazon's gonna return it? No way they're gonna return that crap. They're gonna laugh. Jeff Bezos is probably laughing on his yacht right now, thinking about those fork seals. He's like, there's no way they're gonna fit. And you know what? They made me type in all my bike information. They wanted to know every little detail. They wanted to know when I got the last oil change. They wanted to know how much air was in the tires. They wanted to know what the bike color was. They want to know everything about the bike to make sure it fit. And I told them every little detail about it. And guess what? Guess what, Jeff? Didn't fit. Thanks a lot. I just sat there and rushed around and got that fork oil after work all fast. Thinking like, yeah, today's the day. Today was not the day. All right, let me move this bike and get another bike in the garage. My gosh, this is like musical chairs with motorcycles. Motorcycle chairs. I think I'm also going to elect to take off this windshield off of my buddy John's bike here. I think we're going to take the windshield off because it's kind of like blocking everything. It's making things like I have to film in a very particular way. And I think it'd be easier if I was able to take it off and set it aside. And then obviously when he gets the bike back, I'll put it back on for him. But I told him maybe when he was done, or when I was done fixing up the bike, maybe if he wanted to ride it from my house to his house. But he just he did not seem too excited about that. I think maybe because he doesn't have his motorcycle license, or maybe because it's not registered in his name yet or something, or not up to date. So maybe we'll have to throw in my truck, or we'll figure something out. Right, John? We'll figure it out. Okay, so let me grab the key, and we'll see what the current state of this is. And this right here is the Kawasaki Vulcan 900. If you could just imagine, that's what that says right there. It doesn't actually say it. I don't have a book for this. I really dislike this bike, by the way. Sorry, John. I just do not like it. I'm kind of picky now. Where's my darn key? No.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want?
Uh-oh.
With Wix, you can.
Where'd the dang key go?
First up, let's talk about AI color themes. You can get any color.
Hold up, I'm trying to find the Kawasaki key. See, even the key wants to get lost. The key is like, don't. I just literally saw it like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. Saw it sitting around here somewhere. I know because I was like, there's that goofy key. Hold on. I put a big old zip tie on it so I wouldn't lose it. Now I can't freaking see it. Probably doesn't help because I have about 500 zip ties laying around here. Okay, where the heck? Okay, got the pit bike, BMW. Gotta be sitting around. I think it's actually, oh, there it is right there. Duh. Sitting next to the tools when I was working on the bike last. Okay. Yeah, this is the weird little Kawasaki key. It just looks like a gas tank. How cool, Kawasaki. Could have spent a little more time designing something a little bit better than that. How about that? How does that sound? Kawasaki. Let me move the camera up so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. I'm sweating. Sweating already. Okay. So, last time the entire live stream was spent with me drilling out the gas cap, and it was a success. The gas cap was completely drilled out, step bit, all the way out, because this part right here was seized. These little fingers in here were stuck. So when I turned the key, nothing would happen. And so now the gas cap is, I'm able to open it, and I'm able to inspect it, and it looked pretty dirty. So the next goal is going to be, I put a battery in there, so now I'm pretty sure it'll crank over if I tried. I don't necessarily want to try and crank it over because I'm sure the fuel system is filled up with metal shavings from when I had to drill out the gas tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start trying to take off some of the components to get to the fuel system and see if I could maybe get the fuel line off of here. I might end up taking the gas tank off, but I kind of want to keep it on there. Might just try and disconnect the fuel line. I'm not sure if it's got a fuel line or how exactly this whole thing's set up. I've never actually worked on this bike. It's like literally I'm just at this point blindly going into it. I have no idea. The only thing I did was drill out the gas cap, and that's it, and fill up the tires. That's all. So this is just, I don't know, a little guessing. Oh yeah, and I also kind of fixed the seat. Gosh darn headlamp. Cheap Temu quality headlamp here. Perfect. It's exactly what I need right now. All right. Let me just tie this thing in a knot. I'm not going to deal with this right now. Knot it up. Feeling naughty. Nice. I'm like the worst looking Ninja Turtle. All right. So let me. Oh, geez, Louise. That's not good. Okay. Crap. I'm in for a freaking long one on this one. Let me get the camera and show you guys what I'm looking at. This is not looking nice. So, obviously, it's not like a standard regular motorcycle gas tank. It's a Japanese tank. Look at this. I mean, I guess it'd be the same for any other fuel injected bike, but I'm guessing this is, I don't know, some kind of thing. There's more stuff. This. Yeah, I'm gonna have to disconnect all this junk in order just to pull the gas tank off, just to get it all cleaned out. But I guess that's what it's gonna take. This is a Vulcan 900. So I guess what I'm gonna do is start just unbolting all this stuff, or taking all these clamps out. I'll probably try and actually. I'm running out of space. I'm running out of space for gas, used gas, old, disgusting gas. I have to figure out how to dispose of it and everything. This kind of sucks. You have to like set up appointments and all this stuff to dispose of used gas, like old gas that is lost, that won't burn anymore. So yeah, I have probably like, I don't know, 5 gallons of old gas that I don't really know what to do with. I could burn it, I guess. That's what somebody suggested. But that's kind of crazy to be burning up 5 gallons of gas. I guess what I could do is, right now, I'm kind of in a pickle. I have all this gas, which is good gas, that is for the BMW, which I'm fixing tomorrow. So I guess I could dump this into all the other bikes and just to hold the gas, and then I'll just fill it up again tomorrow after work or something. Sounds about right. Let me just move this so you guys can watch me fill up 5 motorcycles with gas. If you saw the live stream last night, I was packing up a set of chrome gas tanks, and I got them shipped out today, so fingers crossed. All right, first up, Kawasaki Vulcan. This is kind of dumb too, because the Kawasaki Vulcan, it leaks gas. It's got a couple little pinholes in the gas tank. Here's the stock CB750 seat that I ceremoniously toss some episodes. The seat is not worth even reselling, and it's not worth anything. So I'm gonna probably just use it 2 times, and then I will throw it in the trash. There's some CB750 purists out there that is like furiously typing right now, like, burn up, throw that seat away. That's an original seat. I actually almost made a couple big mistakes when selling some Harley parts, some just little miscellaneous Harley parts. I was like, psh, I don't know, foot peg cover, $5. That seemed fair. And then I was like, oh, this part is like $200. I was like, oh shoot, dude, you might want to check some of this stuff. I didn't realize how expensive some of that stuff is. And I was like, luckily nobody saw that. I didn't just sell that for $5. All right. I should just get some sort of siphon, like legit siphon gas pump. I've seen that one from Harbor Freight where it's got like a little gas pump looking thing, but kind of seems like a gimmick. What do you guys think? Is that a gimmick? You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think even with that Vulcan, even if when I drain all the gas out and stuff, I still am not going to be able to start it because the gas has to be actually in that tank. And I think that tank, I haven't cleaned it yet. I was thinking like, oh, I'll use an auxiliary gas tank, but now I'm thinking about it's fuel injected. I won't be able to do that. So whatever. I'll get a little bit of work done on it, get the gas drained out of there, and then I'll have it all ready to put vinegar in there and clean it all out. I think it's got a fair amount of rust and dirt and stuff in there. All right, this thing's pretty much drained out. Kind of sucks. In order to replace a fuel pump on the BMW, I have to have the gas tank empty. So I kind of wanted to just dump it back in there, but there's no point in siphoning it back out of that one. It makes more sense to siphon it back out of this tank. This gas has been in like 17 different gas tanks. And I've used about a quarter cup. So yeah, the story on this EX500, didn't finish telling you guys. I set up a after Christmas ride in San Diego, and like 20 people showed up, and Michelle was one of the people that showed up, and I believe she was riding this bike, and by the end of the ride, it was me, my friend Joel, and maybe like I think one person out of the whole group that had shown up that I didn't know. It was me, my buddy Joel, and then my other buddy David, and then one other person was left. I think his name was Joe. And yeah, after that, I think I had added everyone from the group ride on Facebook, and Michelle was one of those people, and she had the EX500. She was riding that thing for a couple years, and I had talked to her a few more times after that ride. Just briefly liked, commented, oh, Funk Cigar, I love squirrels, man. You have no idea how much I love squirrels. You seriously have no idea. If you had any idea how much I love squirrels, you wouldn't even have asked that. But yeah, she had the EX500. She ended up crashing it a couple years ago and got really messed up. A lot of her mobility is pretty much gone now. And she had been storing this bike at a friend's house for I think like 3 or 4 years, because she's like essentially unable to walk now. She has to use a walker. She went from completely riding a motorcycle to almost unable to walk. And yeah, she called me up, or she messaged me maybe 6 months ago and was like, hey, are you interested in this bike? And I was like, I'm pretty broke right now. I don't really have a lot of extra money to spend. And she's like, oh, you could just have it. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, it's just sitting at my friend's house and I'm not really using it. So she just asked me if I wanted it. And I said, sure. And came over. Obviously, since she could not walk really, loaded up into my truck. And she was basically, you know, kind of sad to see it just sitting there. And also, I think her friends were moving. So she was like, hey, you know, I know you'll be working on it, or I know if you want it, you know, you'll be messing with it. So that's what I plan on doing. I rode it around quite a bit. It's a really fast little bike. But she gave it to me for free, and that was really nice of her.
Whether you decide to
And I think that's kind of
go all out. Earn rewards on every day.
kind of what people are realizing is that I like to get pretty much anything with a engine and wheels and mess with it. All right, so I'm gonna look into this gas tank a little bit and see exactly, let's see. I also figured out how to remove the seat, this little hidden secret lever that Kawasaki decided was so clever. They were like, this thing is gonna be sweet. Hidden cables. Let me see here. Okay, that's probably why that's like that. I'm guessing. Let me see. Let me see if I can get you a little bit closer. Let me get you real close. You guys want to get close? I want to get real close to this Shark motorcycle audio, 100 watts. Look at this pinnacle of technology back in probably 2002. That thing is freaking legit. If you put that on your bike, you're gonna be, oh my gosh, you're gonna be fighting off the ladies and the gentlemen from trying to get on it. They'll both try. You'll have to have some sort of pitchfork or something similar to fend off all the people trying to get on your bike and get close to you. All right, so I'm gonna try and figure out how to drain out this gas tank, and that's gonna be the main goal, is to get some fresh gas in here. This has been bothering the living crap out of me. This little coil pack cover thing that is just like dangling off here. Every time I look at the bike, I look at this part and it makes me, drives me, there goes my headlamp. Drives me crazy. So I have to fix it immediately. Nice. I love stuff like this. Big old hunk of plastic that is just waiting to crack from heat. Let me go charge my headlight real quick. I need to probably invest in getting a little bit better of a lighting situation out here, because it seems like every time I'm trying to do something, I need a flashlight now. I've basically become a night owl. I was going to bed at like 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed at like 12:30. And here comes commercial. Oh, nice. They surprised me. They heard me. They're going to wait a few seconds till I get comfortable. Oh, man. Screwdriver. It's a great back scratcher. Oh, my gosh. This thing looks such a mess. You guys want to see the mess that's down here? It looks disgusting, man. Somebody said today on a group, like, why would you start taking apart the wire loom on a motorcycle? I'm like, let me show you why I don't like this kind of stuff. Fuel injected bike, to me, seems like just more of a headache it's hard to even tell what you're looking at there, but obviously you got the coil packs right there, whatever, ignition coil. Okay, then there's like the fuel pump, and then some sort of little clip that's gonna break when you try and take it off, that red clip. And then it's just like, dang it. With a regular carbureted bike, you just have the petcock right there and that's it. You just take it off and put a hose on it. This bike, oh gosh. Oh man. That's kind of strange. What is that? What's that? And also this, what the heck Is this the coolant reservoir way back here? Like, why is it by the pulley? Like, look, it's like a thin little reservoir. I'm not sure how to take that off. I think maybe you could, oh no, it's got a little Allen head right there. But that's kind of strange. Also, the suspension, I'm not sure how that works because the shock is like, if you look at it in comparison to the bike, it's like straight up and down. And then it's got like a soft tail style swing arm. Also, I hate the way this looks. This pulley, disgusting. It just looks like some big clanky mechanical clunky. This whole thing is clunky to me. It's just too fat. I don't like it. But you know what? It's not my bike. I don't care. So I'm gonna have to figure out, I guess, maybe what I could do is I could just disconnect it right there, right where that red clamp is at, and then maybe hook a hose to it and then just have it drain out, at least drain most of it out. Maybe I'll try that and see. Let me hook you guys up on the passenger peg here and see if this will work. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It's kind of a weird spot for a coolant reservoir, isn't it? Like near the back of the bike. I mean, it seems completely like a last minute. They were like, oh crap, we forgot the coolant reservoir. Okay, just freaking, I don't know, smash it in between the pulley and the belt. Like, are you serious? Yeah, just freaking smash it. Make it real thin. That's what it seemed like they did to me. I don't know. I'm not a motorcycle designer, but it didn't seem like a very well thought out plan to me. This wire is also super hard. It's not supposed to be like that. I feel like if I move too much, it's gonna like just break. I think this bike has been sitting outside for quite a while. Yeah, I would guess probably just a flathead screwdriver in there, but I don't have anything to catch it with. Let me get this set up so that it's like ready to actually catch it. I don't want to get gas everywhere, especially this old gas. Here. Throw this back up here for a second. Get my gas can set up. Oh, nice. You guys can check out the Ninja Turtle poster for a second. Okay. So this Kawasaki Vulcan 900, I am getting this bike. That's what I should do. That's a good idea. I'll tell my buddy John. I'll say, hey, part of the deal is you got to dispose of this old gas, because I don't want to deal with it. And then he can burn it or go take it to the disposal place that is like by appointment only and is extremely hard to get an appointment. So let me see if I can get some safety goggles on, make sure I don't blast my eyes with gasoline again. I did that earlier today and it was kind of fun, but I'm over it. I don't want to do it twice in one day. And let me just actually see you guys on this thing board. Oh, stupid light that I left on. Murdochs? What the heck is a Murdoch?
He's a very powerful being.
How powerful? All right, let me just look this up real quick. I know I said I was going to play it by ear, but no point in breaking something if I can avoid it.
That feeling when Capital One helps you easily manage your money.
Nice.
And redeem your credit card rewards.
I love that feeling, Capital
So
One.
no longer up in the air. Eh?
You know I love that feeling, Capital One. To remove fuel tank Vulcan 900. No. going to take off the speedometer cover adjacent to the fuel pump. Pull back the U-shaped clip where line fuel pop right out. Okay, nice. Well, I was right. I was completely correct. My instincts were correct. I should have just went with my gut instinct. All I need to do is just pop off that little red clip. And I'm good. I do have to take off the dash, so I will temporarily put this right here and see what I need. It looks like I'm going to eyeball it 4mm. I'm going to just make a guess because I am pretty confident. I've looked at enough metric Allen head things to know. Is that what it's called? Allen head? That's what I call it. It's called an Allen wrench, isn't it? My guess. 4mm. Let's see if I'm correct. Bada bing. Bada boom. That easy, folks. We're working on a Kawasaki Vulcan, and it is a... What year is this bike? If it's a year, I'm going to guess 2008? 3 or something? No idea. If you're working on a Kawasaki, 2007. That's pretty close. If you're working on a 2007 Kawasaki Vulcan 900, and you need to take off the speedometer cover. I know that there's 19 people in right now that are watching, probably following along at home with their Kawasaki Vulcan 900. If you're trying to take off the speedometer cluster like I am, this little cover thing, you're gonna need a 4mm Allen head. So go ahead and grab that and just follow along with me. If you've already taken the Allen head off, then you're probably doing what I'm doing. You're struggling to remove this piece and getting worried that it's gonna break. So if you figure out how to do it, let me know. Here it is. Okay. So, super technical Kawasaki. You guys are at the pinnacle of ingenuity when it comes to motorcycle technology. I'm sure they probably are now, actually. But when they were designing this, they were like, yeah, that's going to be cool. And then it's just like a big old headache. So, in case you're taking it off, it's got these little rubber grommets right here, in here. That's why you gotta kind of slide it forward, like, take this bolt out right here. I'm guessing this little piece of Velcro was for some sort of hood ornament, or maybe a picture of a loved one. And since it flew off the bike, that's why they stopped riding it and let it sit out and neglected it. Gonna try and clean this up a little bit before I do anything, move it around, because I'm trying not to get any more metal in the gas tank than I already have gotten in there. Got quite a bit of metal shavings in there last time, but it was worth it. I got the gas cap off. Okay, I'm gonna guess these are 12s. Oh my gosh, they're trying to tell me like, hey, you got to pay your bill.
Use more devices all over your home without relying on your phone as a hotspot. Switch to Cox Internet today.
20th Century Studios presents Springsteen, Deliver Me From No.
Tasha is crushing.
Try this one. All right, so I think I just gotta get, let's see, some kind of needle nose.
However you make money work, you can work with that.
I can work with that. Okay. The world. Okay. It's called Power Drive Mix on New Retro Wave, in case you guys are wondering. All right, so it looks like this is the same type of deal. It looks like this thing slides forward. Gets on some sort of rubber grommets also. Man, come on with this music, man. Are you kidding me? Power Drive. It had a picture of a person with a laser gun on it. It's like the opposite of a laser gun sound. That made the laser go back into the gun. They need to cut it out with the thumbnail stuff. Like that's clickbait if I've ever seen it. Like it's called Power Drive. Is that what it's called? It is literally a laser gun. Okay, why is this giving me such a hard time? Let me get a little flathead in there. Okay, how about 80s karate training mix? Oh my gosh. All right, we'll go with the 80s karate training mix, guys. Okay. As someone that used to watch martial arts movies like all the time, this is either going to be really funny or it'll actually be really sick. Okay, why the heck is this thing not coming off now? What the heck is going on, Courtney? It's getting to be too much. Maybe this part lifts off there? Oh, maybe it does. I'm not going to look this part up. They said it is like a very easy thing to do on the little forum thing I just watched, or I looked at. So, oh, nice. Okay, making progress. It is this. That's right. Lift that up. Okay, again, I want to look at the manual as little as possible on this bike and just see how far I can get with it. All right, this is coming off. See if I can just move this out of the way for now, or maybe I could just easily disconnect it. Put this bolt back in so I don't lose it. 80s karate training mix. I had a picture of Jean-Claude Van Damme on there, so promising. Just clean this off a little bit more. It's got a bunch of dirt like encrusted in there, so I really want to clean it up real nice before I give it back to him, so when he gets it back it looks like the best condition it could possibly be in. I like doing that kind of stuff. Go above and beyond for zero reason, because then I'm in control. That's what I like to do at work. If I'm actually in a good mood at work, then work is not winning. I am winning, and I am in a good mood, so they cannot freaking defeat me for the day. That's how I do it. Hack the system. That's what I do. And Neil knows that. I need to actually find my needles pliers. These things are not going to cut it.
Were you recently injured in a car accident?
My gosh.
You need to stop now.
Okay.
And immediately call an experienced
Hold on, guys.
attorney.
I have to call an experienced auto accident attorney real quick.
$237,000.
No, I don't qualify. Okay. Now it's on. They know what song to put on. Okay. Vent hose disconnected. Okay, it looks like I have to disconnect this connector, an electrical connector. Fighting to survive here, guys. All right. Actually, here, this will be better. Nice. All right, I'm trying to disconnect the speedometer sensor thing. Courtney is currently in the way as usual. I'm just gonna try and split my thumb open a little bit more by doing this. Not gonna be able to do it without a pick. Get a pick. It'll pick me up. Okay. This dang thing. Come on. What the heck? Nice. Got it. I was just being stubborn. All right. I'm not sure if I have to disconnect that. Let me grab a 12. I'm not going to put anything near the freaking gas tank hole, because I already know it'll suck it in there. Suck it up. Suck it up. Where the heck is my ratchet at? It's probably sitting under the fork oil. I can't believe those stupid seals are not the right ones. It's so oh yeah, there it is. What? It's not in here? Where the heck is my ratchet at, man? What the heck? I'm a dang ratchet. I'm fighting to survive to find my dang ratchet. Alright. I'll have to bust out one of the reserve ones. Gross. This is this is actually one of the funniest ratchets that I have. I think my dad got me this for Christmas. Probably about 15 years ago. Get my 12. Don't tell me my 12 isn't in here. That means that my ratchet must be in there. What the heck? My dang 12 at. Oh, that's it. 13. 14. Oh my gosh. Come on. Is it really that hard to find a single socket? Crap. Okay, I guess I could use a small one. Tell me that one's gone too. What the heck? Where'd all my dang sockets go? It's like I was working on some major project and then all of a sudden I just left all my tools laying around and I can't find them. Now some sort of fever dream music is coming on. Oh, I see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That explains it. I was taking the chrome gas tanks off of the shovel head. Now I just have to locate the socket itself. I found the ratchet. It's got to be sitting around here. Can't only have one 12 millimeter socket. Impossible. I'm definitely gonna have to clean the dang garage tomorrow. This is stupid. Okay, found one. Nice. All right. Watch. Not even a 12. That's my guess. Oh, hey, what's up, Murph? What's up, Robert? Oh, what am I doing to the bike, Funk? Oh man, you do not want to know what me and Courtney are doing to this bike. It's getting wild. I am actually just draining the gas tank right now. And Courtney Love here is just keeping an eye out on things. She's replying to comments and yeah. Okay, this music is getting a little bit, I feel like I'm like stuck in a fantasy dream. Okay, bear with me here, guys. I'll try, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Good morning.
This will be good.
You know what I want? A job where I can help people.
Cool. You can get a job at Fang's Garage. I think this is based purely off my algorithm, so this will probably be all the music that I actually listen to about 50 times a week. All right. Taking these off. These are 12 millimeters, and I don't know what these are actually called, but all these little top hat washers or something like that. Taking these off, and I think that's going to be it besides the bottom part. So let me move the camera and show you guys when I take off the gas tank in case it sprays me in the face. I'm working on getting multiple cameras set up so that I could just press a button and it'll change the camera angle. But right now I don't really have dedicated cameras and dedicated spots. You couldn't tell, kind of all over the place. And that's kind of the way I like it. Right, Courtney? All right. So actually, this is probably going to get in the way. So probably do the responsible thing and move this. I'm over here. Bingo. Make sure whoever randomly pops in will be instantly weirded out. It's kind of the goal. All right. Let me grab a flathead. Smaller flathead. That one's kind of not gonna work. I think. That one, yeah. Trust me. Trust me when I say that it. Oh, just almost annihilated that turn signal. It pays to have 50 different kinds of screwdrivers because we're going to need all 50 at some point. Talking about catching all Pokemon, catch all the screwdrivers. Come on. All right, so I'm going to try and disconnect this thing. Let me actually get you guys in super close so that you're in the splash zone. It's like being at SeaWorld, except with gasoline. Somebody, right when they pulled in, or they came in one time, was like, dude, what is going on with Toys R Us? That's pretty good. I like that. New Toys R Us. Okay. Sorry, Courtney. You're going to have to skedaddle. All right. So I'm going to be removing this red tab right here. This one. And supposedly all you got to do is just pop it off like this. And it should just come right off. It's kind of coming off on only one side. There we go. Got the gas can semi-ready. Actually, let me get my caps and stuff. My vacuum caps. Just in case I need it, in case there's some sort of gasoline emergency. I can already tell that it's kind of heading that way. And let me grab a rag. Got it. You guys are gonna be messing with gasoline and stuff. Might need to get one of these. Block off your gas tanks and stuff when you take them off the bike. I should try and work on it with a strobe on and see if I can do it. Nope. See if I can figure out a way to mount this light in here. That'll be good enough. I could do it with that. All right. Well, obviously you guys can't see crap. Here. There we go. use my noggin real quick. Perfect. Perfect. If you guys could just imagine that Street Fighter sound effect where he says perfect. All right. Let me actually see if I could just easily take this spark plug wire off. It's pretty crusty and stuff, but it's in the way, and it'd be nice if I could just easily pop it off. Does it not come out of the dang coil? All right, I'm not going to screw with it. Gosh dang thing. All right. Take this off. I've removed the safety goggles in order to get a clear visual on what I'm doing. It's not coming off. Trying to rotate the tube a little bit. Move it around. I'm trying to lift up the tank. Oh, nice. That actually makes things probably... Oh, it is coming off. Okay. I'm hoping that it's not just going to start leaking, but let me get a vacuum cap out in case it does. And just make a little rough guess. I'm going to guess it's going to be like that big. All right. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh, nice. Didn't come off. Or it didn't leak out. Ounce of prevention. I've had gasoline poured on me way too many times, so I'd be all willy-nilly about it. Okay, so I took this hose off. As you can see, the hose is removed. And now I should be able to just, I think just pull the gas tank back a little bit. I don't know how it's mounted in the front, really. I feel like it's rubber mounted, obviously. That's weird. Let me actually see if I can get a visual on it. Definitely. Oh.
There are 3 areas on a man's body that indicate a hormone problem.
Oh, okay.
Chest fat, man boobs, and a sagging stomach.
Uh-oh.
Fix this with diet and exercise.
Those are all things that I have.
The only way for men after
Tell me.
40 to fix their hormones is by clearing out aromatase, the
Oh.
overactive enzyme that turns a man's testosterone
Uh-huh.
into estrogen.
Oh. Uh-huh.
The truth is, most men's bodies are making plenty of testosterone even into old age.
Okay.
In fact, a new study from the University of Sydney confirms that old age...
Oh, man. Does old age cause gas? I'm guessing yes. My neighbors know that is a fact. All right. Let me get you guys up here and get a bird's eye view of me taking the gas tank off. Again, in case I drop it or anything crazy happens. It'll be good. Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Okay, now you can look. All right. I've essentially got this phone on just a RAM mount, like a motorcycle RAM mount. I'm just clamping it on different things, moving it all around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh boy. Taco Bell. Nice. Okay. Something's still holding it. Oh, an electrical connector. Nice. All right. Easy enough. So, pop this off. What in the world? Okay. Here's my pick. Pick. Check. Oh, that seems like it wasn't even plugged in correctly. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm not plugged in correctly. Okay, there we go. This will make it easier. Nice. Using my noggin for once in my life. It's pretty stuck on there. It's always something, huh? Try and push it in. Come on. There we go. Wait a minute. Why did it do that? Got it. I thought. Oh, I see. I'm gonna pull out just the center part. Oh, that's dumb. What the heck? Why would it be like that? Whatever. Stupid. Another Kawasaki innovation. I love it. When you have something that could be just so simple, and they're like, wait a minute. Let's make it really difficult. What? Act like you didn't see me just turn around and smile like I was triumphing. Like I was being all triumphant. Okay, just give me a second here. Embarrassing. I was like, aha! And then it just was stuck. The time that you set the gas tank down and then walk around the front of the bike, that is the time it will fall. Guaranteed. So I did a little hop and skip. Got one more hose right here on the bottom. And you will also see kind of the dumb part of what I would consider the kind of dumb part of a lot of Japanese bikes is the crazy gas tank backbone. It just like makes it so much more complex in my opinion. And if you're working on a Japanese bike, you already know you got to be spending some good chunk of change to get a aftermarket gas tank. You can't just like put any. Look at the bottom of this gas tank. Look how complex this is. Got probably the fuel pump on this side, the maybe fuel gauge on this side, I would assume. And but look at that tunnel in there. Rubber mounted on the front. Another speedometer, electrical connector right there. But the point being, if you wanted to put a different tank on here, forget about it. You're never putting another tank on here. Are you out of your mind? You have been misled if you were told that you could put another tank on this bike. Just look at this. Like, just starting off right there, look at all these tubes. First off, this is rectangular metal tube. So, first hurdle right there. Uh-oh. Not looking too promising on the thermostat housing right there. But obviously you got all these tubes you got to contend with. You got to figure out how to reroute it. Not a big deal. Then you get up to this debauchery. Look at that. My gosh. All those wires. See? You want to know why you'd take apart the entire wire loom on a motorcycle? It's because of this stuff. Look at this. Who wants to deal with that mess? Like one thing goes wrong, your bike won't start one day. Look, you're digging into this thing next thing you know it, digging into that. Look at this frame design. Kind of strange. The frame or the radiator goes in between the frame rails, the down tubes or whatever. So yeah, this is that clip that I had to take off in order to release the fuel pump. So now next goal is going to be getting into this gas tank. You can see it looks kind of crusty in there, but it actually doesn't look super bad. It might just be the top part right here. Let me take a closer look. It looks pretty crusty, but honestly, I think that it's possibly, it could be salvaged, I think, because it doesn't look super like deep. The rest looks like very superficial, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I think what I'll have to do is get all the gas out of here. Figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm wondering if maybe I could put a 12-volt charge onto the fuel pump. Like if I were to hook up 12 volts directly to the fuel pump, I'm wondering if it would, if I'd be able to manually like pump out the gas out of the tank. I'm not sure. I don't want to damage it. Or I could just dump it out through a funnel. Be very messy, I think. Or I could try and siphon it out. I should do that. I should try and siphon out as much of it as I can. Let me actually find my siphon pump and do that. That way I have less to contend with and it won't be as crazy. Here it is. So tonight, let me put this tank back on here. Tonight, what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure out the exact fork seals that I need for the EX500. That way I can get that thing all put back together and fixed. And yeah, and get it out of the way so I can get the shovel head in here and start working on that a little bit. I have a swing arm, it's an inner primary. A couple other things I could kind of throw on there, and yeah, I want to do that. I want to get the bike kind of movable. I'd at least like, if I can't get the bikes rideable, I'd at least like to be able to move them. Is that too much to ask for? At least be able to move the dang bikes. Can't even move some of them right now. They're literally stuck. Like no forks. Watch me lose this dang fuel line. I got this siphon pump. It's made specifically for gas.
Books have a history of covering things up.
But can't really see what or feel what I'm doing. You try it like this. It's a longer tube. Yeah, it's got a fair amount of dirt and stuff in there. I think this bike has been sitting for quite a while.
Ever find yourself working the school paper, struggling to rephrase
Man,
sentence without losing its meaning?
I'm struggling right now. This dang commercial.
First, select the text I want to paraphrase
Come on.
from the website I'm on, and copy and paste it into my doc.
Commercial was 8 hours long. And it was almost not skippable. Believe it or not. I don't care if you believe it. All right. Let's see if we can get this thing siphon going. Okay, that's probably why. Twist this a little bit. The heck? Feels like it has like a couple gallons in there. Maybe it's just the weight of the tank. Maybe it's because the fuel pump's in there. So tripping out. I can definitely hear some gas in there. Maybe it's less than I thought. Well, it's not really that much, I guess. Maybe I'll just try and dump it out. I'm wondering. Yeah, it probably makes the most sense to just try and dump it out through the gas cap. All right, I'll try that. We get a funnel. That might be why it's having such a hard time getting the siphon on there, because the backbone is so, the tunnel on the gas tank is so crazy. It's kind of hard to get around it sometimes. Get my, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to clean out this dang gas tank after, or the gas can after I'm done with it. I'll actually put in this smaller one. I think I can fit all the gas in there. You know what? Maybe I'll do this. Use my trusty. This is not looking good on me at all. This is looking very sketchy. If anyone drives by, they're going to be like, what in the world? Right. There we go. This will be a good view right here. Shoot. All right, have my giant mug. It has already been sacrificed for motorcycle related purposes once. Yeah, has old gas in it. And I'm going to attempt to dump this in here without a funnel, because it is way bigger than any funnel that I have. Try not to spill it as best I can. Now it feels like a bunch of gas. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can see how brown that gas is, but it is like 90% rust. No chance that would have started the bike. No chance. I'll obviously show you guys whenever I'm done, but trying to do this without spilling it best I can. Oh my gosh. It is like orange soda. It's like orange Fanta. Fanta. Huh. It's like concentrate. It's like the concentrate that they use at the place at Coca-Cola where they make Fanta. This is the concentrate version of it right here. I'm semi-tempted to see how it tastes. Just kidding. Do not attempt. I am an untrained novice, and I'm getting the microphone stuck with a magnet again. Oh, good. This is my magnet song. The gas is not going to be able to fully come out of there because this part of the gas tank on the inside. Oh. Man, Wegovy, really? Come on, Wegovy. Megovy.
For the first time, I'm keeping the weight off.
I'm never keeping the weight off.
Don't take if you or your
I'm about to have a major chopper event right now.
provider if you plan to have surgery or procedure are breastfeeding, pregnant.
Okay, I'm breastfeeding. Okay. You guys want to see what this looks like? Let me grab a piece of paper so I can show you how disgusting it is. Actually, let me see. Is there something clear I can grab it with? Tube? Nah. I want to get it in my mouth. A cup. I know I have a cup right here. Whatever. Or there's a cup at. This is pretty gross. Oh, here's a cup. Oh, it already has a bunch of disgusting stuff in it. Whatever. There's got to be a cup around here somewhere. I had a bunch of plastic cups that I used for showing off old gas. I actually have to do a side business where I show off old gasoline at events and stuff. It's not very lucrative, but pays the bills. I don't know where my cups are at though. Oh well. You guys will just have to believe me. I just get a piece of paper. When I say it's disgusting, I mean it. And I'm a disgusting, despicable, downright dirty guy. And I say it's pretty gross. So obviously, clean piece of paper right here. And this crazy mug of old gasoline. And this does not do it justice. But you can see gasoline is not supposed to be like Folgers light roast color. This will definitely perk up your day if you chug this before work. But it'll probably be your last day. You might not clock out. They might clock you out, but you might not be the one to clock out. They'll definitely clock you out as soon as they see you passed out in your car. So that's all the gas from that. And now I just have to figure out how the heck I'm supposed to get the rest of the gas out of this thing. And luckily, I don't have a gas cap. And I have not ordered one yet, thankfully. I'm going to guess I could take off this fuel pump and maybe take off this fuel float. I'm guessing that's what that is. Let me precariously balance this thing on something. Let me actually grab a piece of cardboard, and that way I can just completely lean up against it. Cool down. Okay. Definitely not big enough. It's okay. Okay. Should be able to just pop this off with some that 10 millimeter real quick. I mean, I get why they try to use this like post thing on here to make it like kind of clean looking, but I don't know. Again, not my cup of tea. And definitely get a good look at the gas tank once this fuel pump is off here. See, best way to do this. I think
50 years, they redefine rock.
All right, so it's got some 10mm bolts right here. Gonna remove these. I'm hoping it doesn't have some sort of gasket under here that's going to be broken or something. As soon as I remove it, it'll like fall apart. But in order to get all the gas out of this tank and actually clean it out, I think this is going to be the only way to do it. I might actually consider making like a block-off plate for this on the bottom for these two connectors. Because I don't know how it's going to be if I put vinegar in this tank to clean out the rust. Let me just wait for this commercial to be done. I don't know. This tank has a bunch of rust in it and I'm trying to clean it out. And I don't know if it's going to mess up the tank or the fuel pump if I put vinegar in there and let it soak in vinegar. So I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I could just make a piece of metal with some holes in it that will go in place of this and just keep it from leaking out when the vinegar is in there. And that way the fuel pump can not be soaking in vinegar. Looks like there's some red Loctite on all these bolts. Some gas leaking out now. Forgot. Courtney loves the smell of gasoline. Almost as much as I do. Alright. This fuel pump's about to come off. Then I will get a clear peek inside the gas tank. Should be a pretty good view. Obviously, I've never taken this fuel pump off. I'm just guessing this is the procedure. There's probably something in the manual like, do not take the fuel pump off once. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. This needed to come off. Oh, yeah. This is some crazy dookie right now that I'm going to show you guys. This is some nasty stuff. I highly doubt it would have even worked even if I got it all squared away. Look at this. Oh man, something was living in there, hanging out. Ooh, there's just like chunks falling off, chunks of the gas tank that's like fully falling apart. Trying to get all the gas to kind of stop leaking out of there so it doesn't leak all over stuff I'm sitting right here. Oh my gosh. Dang. A lot of the tank just came off with that. This, if you guys have ever changed out a wax seal on a toilet, pretty close to the same looking thing. Oh man, it is not looking good. And it looks like, yeah, it's got a big old O-ring on the fuel filter, and that's obviously sits in this recess right here. So yeah, maybe I don't even know if the fuel pump is working, but it might not even hurt it if it's sitting in that. It might actually help it if it's sitting in that vinegar for a little bit. With how bad it looks, it definitely doesn't look like it's going to work because it's like every component is completely covered in rust. And even if it did work, it'd probably short out and cause some sort of fire and explosion. So let me see if I can dump out the rest of this gas. It's still going to be kind of hard, but it should be a little bit easier than it was. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Let me get the gas thing kind of propped up. I'll show you guys the inside. Get the light on there. You guys hear this AI music? Red Hot Chili Peppers AI cover. Soul cover, I'm guessing. Pretty crazy how advanced this stuff's getting. All right. Get the light and give you a little peek. Oh yeah. Hold on. Trying to position the light and also look at the camera and also, all right, there it goes. Yeah, you can see it is pretty nasty inside there.
What I admire most about grandma,
Pretty rusty. So I will probably have to make a plate that is the same shape as this. And this one would be way easier, just the same shape as that. Make a metal plate that will just block this off and put the rubber O-ring back in there. And I'm guessing there'll be another square O-ring right there. And that way when I fill it up with vinegar.
it'll never let your essay forward.
Oh man, come on, Grammarly. You really have to.
For example, Grammarly Pro, you can rewrite run-on sentences to make them more clear, and you can also replace words so we don't sound repetitive. And if you're worried about using
talk about repetitive,
there's a plagiarism in AI
and then show me the same commercial 40 times in a row.
which helps shows how much of your essay is AI typed.
Oh man, can't go wrong with some good old Slipknot. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to have to make some block off plates and yep. That's pretty much the only way I'm going to be able to fill this tank up with vinegar and clean it all out and make it so I can start with the bike and test it out and stuff. Once that thing's cleaned out, it'll be a lot easier to deal with. Let me just quickly check. See if I can dump some more of this gas out. I should be able to easily stick the siphon in there now and siphon the gas out. I guess I spoke too soon when putting this camera up here. Let me put it on the handlebars over here. I'm basically putting this on a broomstick. Then I move it over to the Ultima Chopper handlebars or the forks. It's basically getting mounted all over the motorcycles. The motorcycles are helping no matter what they want. I don't care if they want to help or not. They can help whether they like it or not. Okay, dump out some more of this gas. Or siphon it out. Let's see, through that siphon pump over here. See if we can do this without dropping this tank on the floor. A little balancing act, trying to get gravity to help me out here. Making it work, folks. Nice. theory was correct. Siphoning out the last of the gas right now. It is like seriously like dark brown. This is like what my pee looked like earlier today when I didn't drink any water. Just drinking just Celsius all day long. It's got so much rust in it, it's like clogging up the siphon. I'm running out of room. Pause this. See if I can do this without dropping this gas tank on the floor. I don't even want to put this gas in my 5-gallon can because it'll be like completely tainted if I do. Again, with showing me the same commercial over and over and over and over, I won't. It makes me not even want to watch it or get the product even more when they're trying to drill it into my brain that much. Oh my gosh, there's so much dirt in there. It's like nothing but dirt.
Create your own website by saying, this is what I want. With Wix, you can.
Oh, and I can't get up to change the or skip the ad because I am worried that this gas tank could fall. And it's in too perfect of a position.
Or even use the colors of your logo and let AI do its thing. Beautiful. Next up is the AI section creator. This is great for those website essentials like a contact section or a place to subscribe.
I'd like to get all the gas out of here that I possibly can because I want to keep the gas tank in the garage and work on the little block off plates and stuff.
There it is. I've got coffee that way.
I guess I could throw the fuel pump back on now that I have it all loosened up. Just put like 2 volts in it.
Type your idea and watch it turn into a high quality image inside. You can have some real fun. If you need to tweak something.
Oh my gosh, this thing is so dirty now. Jeez.
If you're ready to build something you love, head to Wix.
All right, there's like barely any gas left. Nice. So, Kawasaki Vulcan gas tank, pretty much clean, or not cleaned out, pretty much like all the gas has been removed. So that was like the major hurdle. Now I can mess with it and make some block off plates for these. And then fill it up with vinegar, let it set for a couple days, shake it up, put vinegar in the other coffin tank for the CV750, and then, I don't know, maybe another tank. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this old gasoline, old vinegar now. Does anyone know what I'm supposed to do with old vinegar once you put it in a gas tank and get all the rust out? What's the disposal procedure of that? Someone's going to freaking do a disposal procedure of all my junk. All right. Let me get this gas poured in here. I don't know if it'll, yeah, hopefully it'll hold all of it. Let me actually get the camera up here so you guys can see how gross this quote unquote gas is. You could probably shoot a blowtorch at it and it would not even ignite. If you guys are ever trying to diagnose an old motorcycle or one that's been sitting and it's not starting, probably old gas. There's the part where I get seriously injured. Almost. All right. This is the gas that was in that gas tank It's supposed to be clear. Ah, criminy crickets. Spillage. Okay. It's because this stupid thing is on the outside, I think. Dumb idea here. Only dumb ideas here. Hold on. This big gulp cup is leaking. It's completely saturated in gas. I don't know. I used this when I went fishing one time, but I don't think I ever actually drank any water out of it. I think I just fill it with water and let it sit there all day. Okay. Here we go. This is your morning cup of coffee right here. Oh gosh, it's just spilling everywhere. What a poor decision. Okay. Well, I guess tonight's scent of the night is very old gasoline. All right. I guess I didn't get that much on here. My hands. On my gloves. But did you see how disgusting it was? Very disgusting. All right, now I have to siphon this into this. More siphoning. Like I said, if anyone drives by and looks at what I'm doing, they're going to be like, what is going on over there? And I completely understand. I would say you probably don't want to even come over here and see. Luckily, I took a shower before this, and I was like, well, I probably won't kneel down in some 5-year-old gasoline, but surprise, surprise, surprise. What happened to that meme? No one uses that one anymore.
James believes keeping a close watch on his spending helps him resist temptation.
Forget it.
Tracking spending in the Wells Fargo mobile app.
You won't catch me ever tracking the spending.
A lot of times, us as engineers, we spend a lot of time fixing and not enough time mixing. So we're gonna
there you go. Not enough time mixing Folgers coffee with gasoline. Compression? Hopefully this thing has compression.
And the dope thing about AutoTune Unlimited is that it has so many.
Why is this not? The air leak? There's just gas everywhere. I am definitely going to smell nothing but gas tomorrow morning when I wake up. It's okay. Sit by the fire. Sit by the fireplace. Warm. Oh, man. This is Blade. Techno. Vampire rave music. I think. When was the last time you guys watched Blade? It's been a while for me. This song is making me wanna watch it again. Alright. Almost done. Nice. Man. It's actually left a ton of sludge in here, so you guys will be able to see it. Look at that. You can't, the freaking siphon is starting to clog up. It's completely clogged with gunk. My gosh. That's how much dirt was in there. Well, kind of hard to see now, but it's all mixed up. This stuff is gnarly. It's pretty dirty. Oh man. All right, that's taken care of. This funnel will never be the same. And this gas cap, or this gas can, it's pretty much done for. Let's see, where my little rubber cap go? Or my jerry can? All right, so for now, I'm going to put these bolts aside. I'll probably put 3 of them in there. Actually, I'll just put all of them in there. There's no point in possibly misplacing them or something. Just put these back on. See, yeah, I'll do it out here so I don't freaking get any gas, extra gas in the garage. Yeah, I mean, this is the fuel pump. The condition of it, pretty bad. I'm going to talk to my coworker tomorrow and see what he wants to do. And if he wants to just order a new one, which is what I'm going to suggest that he does, because if he does want to ride this bike, and I'm taking all this time to clean out the tank and stuff, unless he's planning on letting it sit there for another 5 years, which I hope he's not going to, it might be a better idea just to put a brand new fuel pump in there and not really have to worry about it, because I'd hate to have to take this whole thing apart again, you know, and replace it, even though it wasn't too hard. Just having to drain the fuel and all that, it's kind of a hassle. And obviously you don't want to get stranded somewhere just because some stupid $70 fuel pump you didn't put on there. I'm just trying to clean off a lot of the rust and stuff for now, just so I can feel a little bit better about putting it back in there. And actually, this little block off plate that I'm planning on making for it seems like it won't be that hard to make, because it's just a disc. It's not actually cut out the way that it is on the gas tank. So that won't be that hard. Okay, so let me actually clean that out a little bit. Okay, let me move this so you guys can see what I'm doing. I am going to fill this tank with vinegar, so before I do that, I need to make a little plate for this. And let's see. While it's off, let me actually just get a little piece of cardboard and make a template real quick. Well, I don't see why not. Let me actually, let me do it with tape. I'll do it with tape. Tech tip with the tape. See if this will work. If my little theory will be correct on how to make an easy template. Easy enough. Illusion! Illusion! It's all an illusion, guys. Literally all an illusion. All right. So what I'm gonna get is a little plastic, little safety blade. You guys ever seen these things? If not, what's going on? Plastic razor blade. Okay. You can give these to kids. I like to stick these in Halloween candy. Whenever I pass out Halloween candy, stick a plastic razor blade in the candy, and that way it's safe, it's fun, it brings awareness to the kids that there are people that put real ones in there. Supposedly, is that real? Has that ever been proven? I don't know about that. But yeah, safety razor blade. That's what I'm going to use right now for this quick little impromptu template exercise, and we'll see if it works. I'm guessing it will. Let me try this first, clean this off. It's a nice thing about working on a very rusty old motorcycle tank. I don't really have to worry about it too much. You know what I mean? You really don't have to worry about it too much. So now what I'm going to do is I got these gloves so that my finger with a cut on it can be exposed to more gasoline. I'm just going to build up a couple layers to make this thing kind of a little solid. And obviously it's going to take a couple layers because the gasoline, little residual gasoline that's on here is going to mess with the adhesive probably with the tape. So let's just go a little overboard with the tape. Another way that I've seen that you can make a template, it's a pretty cool idea, use a Ziploc bag. Throw a Ziploc bag over it, and then it's like a see-through template. And that way you can get your pattern or for your holes or whatever design you're making. If you were to put a piece of Ziploc or like a Ziploc bag over this, then you use just like a Sharpie and trace it out. So I'm just gonna put one more layer on going across. I might not even need, I guess maybe I might need a, yeah, I'll probably use that plastic one. Just gonna say maybe I'll use a regular one, but I don't want to gouge into the metal at all, so I'm using a plastic one. But I also am thinking it might not be thick enough to get through there, so I might not even use it. I might just use like a piece of plastic or something, like a plastic handle or something. Or I might use a real razor blade when I cut out the outside of it. All right, one more piece. Call that good. All right, I'm probably trying, let me try and use this first. Just gonna use this plastic to try and transfer that over. And obviously the plastic is weaker. This is a game of rock, paper, scissors right now. Okay, just think of it like that. Right now, metal is beating plastic and tape easily, like with ease. It's not even a challenge. There's no struggle. The metal is obliterating both opponents. And the opponents are plastic and tape. And when you think about metals, just think of it like that. Like aluminum, it's going to get most of the time the crap kicked out of it by just like mild steel. But it's also, aluminum is like the freaking featherweight. So that thing is way lighter, you know? All right, let me try the plastic blade. Actually, let me try it for the holes. Obviously, it'll work, but I'm just gonna see if I can get a nice, decent, like transfer of the hole without like. I could use a metal razor blade. Obviously, that would be like the quickest way, but then you're going to run the risk of like damaging the threads or something, you know? Right now in this game of rock, paper, scissors, or in this case, plastic versus metal, the metal's going to win. So the threads are going to be fine. If anything, you might just get a little tape in there or something, and you just got to clean it out. Just got to be careful when you're putting the bolts back in. I sliced my thumb open with a real razor blade yesterday, and I am pressing on it real hard right now, so feels good. This music is putting me into a dream state. I'm fairly confident I'm in some sort of fuel fever dream. Okay, so I basically have it all lined up. The only thing that's left is the outside. And I can use a real razor blade on that. I'm confident I can do it without messing it up. Because I don't want, if I use something dull, I increase the risk of messing it up greatly. Trying to, it'll basically like bunch up the tape all on the outside. And then it'll like make it so it's not even a clean transfer. So let me get a real razor blade. Even though I shouldn't even be allowed to use one of these now. Talked to my coworker about it, and he said that they still use super glue for if you get a deep cut. Is that true? You guys still do that? Just throw some super glue on a cut if it's like sliced, if it's a clean slice. He said it was like sterile. It's pretty interesting. I had heard about that, but again, I didn't know if people were doing that. I didn't know if it was like the razor blade and the Halloween candy type thing or what. Is that legit? Okay. Ooh, it's getting windy. I'm getting a little spooky. Okay. You see, maybe I will just kind of get the bulk of the tape off. I was a little overzealous with the tape, but I wanted to make sure it doesn't just like come apart. If you put one layer of tape, then you're going to run the risk of it like the adhesive coming undone from each of the pieces of tape, like 2 pieces coming undone, and you just kind of have to start over. So if you use like 2 layers, it's kind of like locking it in place almost. But it's also harder to cut off and stuff. At least that's what my theory is. I'm pretty sure I've done this before, but I don't know. I think I have about 4 gigabytes of memory left on my brain right now. And any sort of knowledge that I'm learning is just pushing out old information. So it's the equivalent of like half a floppy disk up there. It's all right. I don't need to learn much. As long as I know how to make templates, I should be good. As long as I can work on a Kawasaki Vulcan 900, I think I'll be all right. Okay, almost got like most of it cut off. Make sure if you're cutting with a razor blade, you cut directly towards you. Just kidding. Do not do that. If you're watching this and you don't know how to use a razor blade, why are you watching me do this? Is it for educational purposes? Because this is the wrong place for that. This is for comedy purposes only. I am not responsible for any Kawasaki Vulcan 900s that you work on and possibly ruin, or any other motorcycle related activities. If you want to ride around with a Cyclops mask on your motorcycle, by all means, check your local laws first. I checked them. I checked every law. Trust me. I checked them all. Almost like quarter of the way done. And Darude Sandstorm is driving me to the limit of my gasket making abilities. Like I said, if you're 10 minutes late for work and you need to, you should have clocked in 10 minutes ago, put on this song, put on Darude Sandstorm. Literally a portal will open up and you will be 5 minutes early to work. Usually right about this part of the song is when it happens. Yep, this part. And the dogs are barking. This is the official video, so if you know, you know. Yep, this part right here. This is when you start to phase out. Doctor Strange style. Oh man, I'm cramping up. Right here, you're pulling in the parking lot. Check the clock. You're like, how? Your boss is waving as you ride by. You're like, oh. It's the power of Darude Sandstorm. This is one of my grandpa's favorite songs. Can you imagine when I'm if I ever live old enough to become a grandfather, and I'm talking about when I used to listen to Darude Sandstorm and work on Kawasaki Vulcans at 11:30 p.m. Be covered in gasoline, cutting out this little piece of tape with a razor knife. Can you imagine the stories I'll have to tell? So yeah, I was working on scooters, Vulcans, inhaling fumes, surrounded by masks. All right, I'm like 80% there. This plate is getting a little bit dull.
Ever find yourself working in a school paper, struggling
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm about to lose all meaning right now if this ad is any longer than... Okay. They're giving me the entire... What is it? The entire intro to it. Dang it. Oh, it's going to be a short one.
More effective, all while ensuring your work is still good.
Nice. I was right. Like now we're going to go into how to change the fonts on every... All right. So...
Definitely makes it easy to give your memories the love they deserve. From big milestones to best buddies. Trust your most great memories with the most loved Shutterfly. Shutterfly 40 for 40% off Shutterfly.
They heard that my memory was not good, and they were like, he needs to remember it. Let's give him some Shutterfly stuff. Next, it'll be a dementia commercial. It's okay. All right, guys. Well, you want to see what I did? You want to see what my little arts and crafts time was like? Look at that. It's covered in tape, right? So now what I will do is I will just ever so gingerly remove it like so. Okay. The holes are not cut all the way through, but I'm going to guess that it'll be easy to figure it out. So all it literally needs to be is just a flat, oh, nice. So there is the template, and it even has like a nice little, you can see the little parts where I'm going to need to drill it out. So basically what I'll do is I'll throw this onto a piece of steel, and then I will transfer over all the little holes for the bolts to go through, and then I will cut it out of steel, throw the O-ring onto it like so, and then I'll just bolt it on there. And I'll do the same thing with this little one. That way I won't have this big gaping hole when I'm filling it up with vinegar and trying to clean it out and get the acid to eat away at all this rust and gunk and stuff. So this is one template done. And I'm not going to do the other template right now because I am running out of time. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. and I don't want to get too deep into it. I have this one done, so I will be able to do the next one either on the next one, or I will just do the next one on my own, and on the next live or whenever I will cut out the little plates that I'm trying to make for this. Get this O-ring in here. Easy enough. All right. Let me just put these bolts back in real quick and get Courtney the attention that she craves so desperately. She loves to be on camera lurking. Usually to be dramatic, also usually the number one commented thing is, what the heck is that? Is a $2 mask that I got at the swap meet, and it is sitting on a free mannequin head that I got at the swap meet. And it is next to a guy working on motorcycles that likes to go to the swap meets. I've been going to the swap meet for, I don't know, I would assume my entire life. I know for a fact it's since I was a very young kid. Yeah, we used to sell at the swap meet sometimes. I remember specifically selling at the swap meet as a kid. I would make like $1 off of like 4 toys. And then usually we'd go sell with like my uncle and my cousins. And me and my cousin would go walk around with our money that we just made and buy more toys. And walk right back over and play with the toys. So I was at the swap meet a lot. Most of the time just buying stuff or shopping with my dad, or yeah, usually my dad. And make sure I'm not crushing that. Yeah. So yeah, I buy a lot of stuff at the swap meet, or I go to the swap meet a lot, and I got that mask there for $2 and that mannequin head for free. One time when I was a kid, probably about, let's say, 10 years old, I was walking around the Spring Valley swap meet in San Diego, and I saw a $20 bill on the ground. And when you're 10 years old and your allowance is $1.50 every 2 weeks, that's $3 a month. And you find a $20 bill on the floor at the swap meet. You just found $200 on the floor at the swap meet. That's like unlimited. The world just unlocked. You could essentially buy anything at the swap meet at that point. Yeah, that was pretty exciting for me. So I always keep my eye out for money on the floor. All right, let me get this gas tank back on here. This thing has a 45-year-old auxiliary cable. I'm pretty sure this is like one of the original auxiliary cables that was ever invented. Sitting on this bike. Let me get these little bolts off of here before I get too far into it. Oh my gosh, for the last time, I'm not watching this show. How many times? Now at this point, I don't even care what they did. I'm like more annoyed. That's probably their whole ploy. They're like, if we annoy the crap out of people with this documentary, they won't even want to watch it. And no one will know what you did. That's a genius plan. Just annoy the crap out of people with commercials and they'll be like, forget it. I don't even care at this point. Oops, my bad. I didn't realize I was just sitting there giving you a perfect view of my jean shorts to keep it frank. To be quite frank, to keep it PG-ish. All right. Let me just throw this thing back on here real quick. Where the heck? Okay, it's like right where my finger's at, so it's like right there. Something like that. I still need to order a gas cap for this bike. You know what? Actually, I'm going to the Long Beach motorcycle swap meet this Sunday. It's like almost exclusively motorcycle and bicycle stuff. And I will keep an eye out for some Kawasaki Vulcan parts or some EX 500 Kawasaki Ninja parts, or maybe some shovelhead parts, or possibly some Yamaha Roadstar parts, or maybe CV 750 stuff, or possibly there could be some maybe some Suzuki Savage stuff, or any of that stuff. Keep an eye out for all that. Come on now, stinking thing. Is this getting all stuck up on something? What the heck? I'm just trying to temporarily put it on here. I'm not trying to permanently put it on. Relax, dude. This thing is getting all worked up. Like the bike thinks like, wait. You didn't hook up any of the hoses. What are you doing? Dude, relax. It's just temporary. It's getting hung up on. Gosh, this is not ideal for this stupid rubber mount thing. Ugh. I definitely don't want to just chance it. I want to make sure that the gas sink is like... Yeah, I want to continue playing. Can't you hear me, YouTube? This is the part where it falls off. Almost. I think I got it. My lower back is telling me I for sure got it and that I shouldn't even question it. Yeah, I got it. Oh man, is that an ugly frame or what? I am just talking so much crap about this bike. If you like Kawasaki Vulcans, I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to diss your bike like this or your thing. It's just I don't prefer it. Like there's just a big old chunk in front of the gas tank where it looks like how it would be like a gooseneck frame. Like it's like sticking way out. I just don't understand. I guess if it's just how wide it, or how far back it has to be for the handlebars or something, but it just looks goofy to me. Like it seems like maybe this thing is super powerful. I don't know. I want to look up the specs on it, but it seems like the design was not like the number one thing on this bike, which I don't know if it necessarily should be. But I prefer it to be like, you know, some consideration when it comes to looks. It just looks weird to me the way the frame is poking out of the front of the tank like that, like kind of far. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a picky pickle. It's a new thing I'm saying now, picky pickle, I guess. I don't know. I was saying, calling people skid balls the other day when I was angry at them. So, picky pickle. I was going to say picky Pete, but that's kind of played out. So, just roll with it. Where's my 12? Does anybody remember? This was like about in my mind 7 hours ago when I was using that 12 millimeter. There it is. I'm pretty sure I'm drinking a completely illegal amount of Celsius every day. I have figured out that thanks to my coworker, he told me about the Celsius packets, which are way cheaper than buying a Celsius drink. It's like $2 for a Celsius drink, and the packets are like 30 for 16 bucks. And I dump it in a big old thing of water, and I have a giant Celsius drink all day long. And I drink like 5 or 6 of those every day. And I sleep for about 4 hours a night. And according to my wife, most of the time I'm screaming in my sleep. So I'm not sure if it's from the Celsius or just from my job. I'm going to guess my job. Actually, probably not my job. I'm guessing it's just from all the chaos and stuff. The projects.
That reflects who you are and what you have to offer.
All the gasoline fumes.
To meet your needs,
The other night I was working on a project. I woke up in the garage,
create a unique visual experience
laying under one of the bikes with a wrench in my hand.
Expand your website.
And I didn't even recognize the bike. It wasn't my bike.
Share content.
I woke up the next morning, I was just gone. Didn't leave a phone number, nothing. No model number, no title, nothing.
Your website.
Nice.
Your voice. Your platform.
Okay, why don't you just finish the commercial right when I get there? Thanks. Perfect. Gotta make sure I put a bigger keychain on here. I should put like an absurdly large keychain. I have my coworkers put on this. I have my coworker's pit bike. Same coworker. This is his new keychain because I lost his key for about 2 hours the other day. So now he gets a giant funnel keychain. I ain't losing this thing. I gotta find something similar for, maybe I'll put like a hanger on it or something. Okay. Let me see what I can do with all this nonsense garbage. This has to go in the trash now. This is no longer usable. Let me move this camera out here so you guys can see me playing musical chairs with the bikes. Oh wait, let me put this part on. Where's my screwdriver at? Alright, sitting over here. I guess this one will work. Probably won't. Well, I guess I could leave this part off. I'll just leave the screw in here. Let's see, where did the screw go? There. No point in putting this plastic little coil pack cover back on until, because I'm gonna have to take it off again in order to mess with the fuel lines and stuff. This stupid thing. Why would they put the bolt so far back? That's super annoying. Like, oh, hey, you're gonna have to have this very specialized tiny little angled, it's a right angle Phillips head screwdriver, so you can turn a screw around a corner, and it's just because we're gonna put the bolt on the very back side of this. It's just one bolt. That's it. Not even a bolt on the other side, just one. And we're gonna make it so it's almost impossible to do. And you're gonna have to recruit a small child to help you out with this in order to do this one part. So I hope that you're prepared for that. It's basically their mentality when it comes to this stuff. All right. Enough with the midnight ramblings. Let me move it so you guys can get a little peek. How's that for all the chaos? Look at all these motorcycles. Got one right here, 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 another one right here, then another one up there. Too many. Let me move this thing. Bike I'm moving is my buddy's Kawasaki Vulcan 900. This bike will hopefully be working on soon. 1990 EX 500. This bike I'm covering. 1981 Shovelhead. I essentially got it for $200. Trying not to be loud, because I do have neighbors. And other two bikes that I have out here, or I have his my buddy's pit bike, SSR 150. I also have now the newest bike, BMW 1994 KS 1100 LT touring bike, and also the reliable Yamaha Roadstar 1600. It's my daily driver. In the garage is the Ultima 127 chopper, and I also have a 1988 Suzuki Savage and a rephased, I think it's a 1978 XS650 engine. It's like rephased, big bore, all this stuff to it. I think the engine has like, I think $3,000 worth of stuff done to it. I bought it from this guy up in Hollywood maybe 6 years ago, and I never put it in the frame. Oh man, I just broke something. Hope that was just a zip tie. Not my battery charger cable. All right. I'm gonna blow out my disc trying to do that. It's a dumb idea. Okay. Jeez. Got the CB750 in, kind of. Yeah, the CB750 is kind of cumbersome right now because I don't have the front brakes still. And also not having the gas tank squared away.
Estrogen spikes in men over 40.
Oh my gosh.
Man's body that indicate a hormone problem.
I'm gonna guess my head.
Boobs and a sagging stomach.
Oh.
Most guys try to fix this with diet and exercise, and of course that never works.
Oh.
The only way for men to actually feel hormones is clearing out aromatase and overactive enzymes into men's testosterone and estrogen.
Wow.
But the truth is, most men's bodies are making plenty of testosterone.
Oh, I know mine is.
In fact, a new study from the
I can
University
tell.
of Sydney confirms that older
My urine was very dark brown today. And that was a good indication. Like a rust. Folgers, light roast, rust. Very good color chart comparison. You wanted to know? Okay. Clean up all the evidence. Looks like nothing ever happened. It's almost like Billy spilled old gasoline all over the place. I never saw any old gas. I don't even know what it would even, I wouldn't even know where I would begin to look for old gasoline at this point, if anyone were to ask. Only about, I need to do a quick gas tank check. One, I thought there was two over there. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll call that one 7. Well, only 7 gas tanks in the garage currently. Kind of low right now. Not including those 2 giant ones, explosive ones. The ones that make me nervous. Oh wait, there's another one, 8. Almost forgot that one. Yeah, I'm not really sure what kind of video I'm going to release this Friday. Maybe I'll just work on one of the bikes, or I'll work on the BMW. How about that? BMW video. You guys, the live people, the ones, the real MVPs, you guys are the ones that are seeing all the insider info, okay? I've been posting just swap vlog videos, okay? Let me try this real quick. This will be cool. Probably like there. So these garage door POV. This is like you are Fang's garage door. Check it out. Uh-oh. Edgar Allan Poe. He's been spotted. He's the jealous type. What's up, I'm Frontier? Maybe it would kill me if I had bike laying around like that. Oh, your missus would kill you. Well, you know what, to be honest with you, Frontier, my missus isn't too thrilled about it, but she knows that I'm having a good time with it, and she's a very good sport about it, actually. She knows I can make it work, and that I will make it work. I make everything work. All right, guys, that's it for me. Me and old Courtney here are gonna go work on the CB750 a little bit in private. All right, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, go subscribe, go watch some of the weird videos I've been posting. I'll post more motorcycle stuff later. See you guys, I'm out. Peace.